Hey, Anne, so good to have you back.
Welcome
Thank
back.
you for having me back. It's great to be here.
Yeah, so what's been happening since we chatted with you last?
Well, there's this little pandemic thing that's been going on, but other than that, things are peachy. Busy.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, and you're calling in from where tonight? All the
I'm
way.
in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, wow. Well, Pennsylvania certainly was on the map recently. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
We'll just
Let's
we'll,
pass right by that one.
we'll just leave that hanging. Oh no, that was the Bush one. That was the hanging Chad one. Sorry. Okay.
Hanging Chad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We'll leave that alone. So tell us about the new book. So I love the theme, small mistakes, big consequences. But
Yeah.
this one is for interviews. So let's hear. How did you get the inspiration for this one?
Well, the whole series, Small Mistakes, Big Consequences, is focused on helping people learn about little things that can get in their way and make a big difference in their success. And interviews are such an important part of how you either make your way into the job world or you move up in the job world. So the thought was take the basic premise and focus in on a very specific event, the interview, and really highlight how people can be successful and get that job of their dreams.
It's wonderful. And it fits right in with the I am. Small changes can have big effects. We didn't always say that the small change can have a positive effect, but can have a really big effect nonetheless. So the book has a whole bunch of them. Let's just start with the first one. How about the late arriver? Let's go there. Tell us about the late arriver.
So the late arriver is the person, the interview is scheduled and they've not done anything to prepare. They come rushing in. They often are disheveled, out of breath. And the message that they're sending to the interviewer is that this interview is not a priority for them. They're ill prepared. They haven't taken the time to know where the interview is taking place or even learn the technology in the world of video interviews. It's really important to know your way through the technology. And when you start off on that downside of it, where someone doesn't think that you're taking their time seriously and being respectful of it, it's a big hill to climb to get ahead. And right now, so many jobs have hundreds of applicants. And as an interviewer, I don't mean this to sound crass, but I'm looking for easy ways to sift through the field of interviewees so that I can get to that best candidate fast. Because when we're looking for somebody, we need them. And somebody who doesn't take the time to arrive on time and be prepared for the interview, frankly, it's hard to give them another chance. This should be really important to them. And when you show up late, it doesn't set a good impression. Now, I will say it happens. Traffic accidents, your internet is down. Notify somebody. If you are going to be late, let them know so they can be prepared to either reschedule or make a different plan with you. Don't just assume that people will understand that you're late.
Yeah, it's so important. And folks, I hope you're listening out there because, there are a lot of people who are going to be looking for jobs. And how you approach this book is the book that you want because it will teach you the small things that you need to do. And that's why I wanted to start off right with this one because that's the beginning of the interview, right? You show up even a couple of minutes late, not prepared. What's the message you're really sending to the person? It's not respect.
No, it's
Quite the
not
opposite.
good.
Mark, has that ever happened? Because you've got a business, Styles Law. Folks ever shown up late, unprepared for your interviews?
I would imagine, and nothing sticks out in my head, but it definitely would leave an impression, right? Because it's very minor, but it's not. at all, because what's going to happen when we need something done on time? Is it not that important? Because that's what they're showing us, that it's not that important. But there are exceptions, right? The traffic and all that, and the apologies, and you could see the fear and the disheveled of something that really went badly, and you might want to give them a second chance on it. But if they're very callous about it, and it's, you'd be lucky to have me kind of attitude, it's probably not going to work out. And those first impressions are really important. Timeliness is, that's probably why it's the first one.
Right. It's the first one.
Makes sense.
And it's so important. And you're right, people make mistakes, but you can tell, right? What would you look for if somebody was late, but they had every intention of being there on time?
Well, I think that's.
Go on, Anne.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
I was going to say, one of the things that's included in the book is the other side of the table. And there are circumstances where somebody is late for an interview and there's a perfectly legitimate explanation for it. And all of the different characters, I include both the tips for the interviewee, but also for the interviewer. So you can understand, when is somebody late because they don't really care, or when is somebody a sincerely great candidate who just had a really bad day? And it's important to see it from both sides, not labeling somebody for the mistake, and trying to understand what to do with this person. There's probably, in many cases, there's a really good candidate under some of these small mistakes, and give them a chance.
Yeah, and this also fits right in with the IM, right? It's much more rewarding to wonder why people do what they do. And how do you know? You ask them, geez, what's going on? You were kind of late. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wanted to be, I apologize. I don't mean to be disrespectful of your time. And you can hear that. You can hear that sincerity in someone. Has that ever happened in your career, Anne, where somebody showed up late for an interview with you, but you knew they wanted the job?
Yes, and ironically, an intern that we had a couple of years ago showed up late, and the story was kind of funny, but he was completely lost. But he called us and said he was completely lost. And ironically, he was lost a block away from where our office was. So I do recommend that you practice going to your destination so you know where it is. But he took the time to call and say, I'm on my way, but I've gone around the block multiple times. I cannot find it. And because he called, we were able to direct him to our office. So that call made all the difference. If he just showed up like he didn't care, it would have been an entirely different perception, and he got the job.
Yeah, great story. And one of the things that I pride all of us on is not being late, especially for our sponsors.
Stretch the kindness, rush with madness, is it sadness or just a show?